Have you ever questioned why you can't get as firm of an erection as you once could? Many guys believe that blood flow and testosterone are the main factors. But here's the secret. Your pelvic floor muscles' strength has a big impact. These are the muscles that keep you hard and seal blood inside the penis. Additionally, they deteriorate with age if you don't exercise them, just like any other muscle. Kegel exercises can help with that. In my clinic, I've seen guys in their 50s, 60s, and even 70s improve their performance just by strengthening these muscles that most people assume are solely for women. Today, I'll demonstrate the top 5 Kegel exercises you can perform without any special equipment at home to promote greater control, stronger erections, and even healthier bladders. Most men skip the last move, so stick with me through to the end. But when it comes to long-lasting firmness, it's the real deal. But before we go right in, if you're worried about your health, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications because this is where we share the facts that no one talks about. And if you're with me, please let me know. In the comment field, put 1 if you're currently viewing and this video speaks to you. Type 0 otherwise. You are unaware of the significance of your voice. For maximum stability, place your feet firmly on the floor, hip-width apart, and lie comfortably on your back with your knees bent at a 45-degree angle. To feel completely supported and at ease, gently place your arms at your sides, palms down. Let your breathing become steady and natural while you take a moment to get comfortable in this position. Focus on the area of your lower back from this position. Tighten your abdominal muscles gently. Imagine dragging your belly button in the direction of your spine. Then firmly press your lower spine into the floor as though you were smoothing out any arch or space beneath it. Simultaneously, raise your pelvis just enough so that your muscles contract without straining or causing pain. Your deep pelvic muscles and lower abs should contract slightly but noticeably. Breathe evenly through your nose while holding this position for 3 to 5 seconds. Then, gently and carefully, return to the beginning position. Although what you're doing here may appear straightforward, it has a profound impact on your sexual well-being. In addition to engaging the pelvic floor muscles, you're also establishing what experts refer to as co-contraction by joining them with your lower abdominals. These muscles function as a natural cock ring during an erection by contracting repeatedly and locking blood inside the penis. You may improve your strength and coordination by practicing this technique every day, which trains your muscles to cooperate on demand. Proprioception, or bodily awareness, is another important advantage of the pelvic tilt, according to physical therapists. It is not until they begin to practice this fundamental movement that many men learn how to actively regulate their pelvic floor. It's similar to learning you have a muscle you were unaware you had. You'll eventually learn to pinpoint the precise muscles that are contracting, their location, and how to use them more efficiently when necessary. Better control during intimacy to postpone ejaculation. Harder, more consistent erections, and even notable increases in bladder strength that lessen urgency and frequency can all result from this increased awareness. Hold each tilt for those critical few seconds as you begin with 10 to 15 repetitions. Prioritize quality over quantity. 10 flawless repetitions are preferable to 20 careless ones. Work your way up to 20 or perhaps 25 repetitions as your muscles get stronger over the next few weeks. You'll discover that your body reacts differently if you're consistent, and this is crucial. Instead of letting the stiffness ebb and go, it feels like you are locking it in. Some men even characterize it as taking back control of a bodily part they believe they had permanently lost due to age. The prone stretch comes next. For this one, place your elbows directly beneath your shoulders and lie face down on the floor on a cozy mat or carpet. This will make you feel as though you are starting a soft cobra posture or getting ready to read a book while lying down. Your forearms should be parallel to one another and flat on the ground. To prevent neck strain, raise your chest a little bit off the ground while maintaining a neutral neck position and looking either forward or slightly downward. From here, draw your belly button gently in, toward your spine to activate your abdominal muscles. Imagine gently contracting your pelvic floor while simultaneously attempting to create space between your stomach and the floor. Imagine slowly raising those deep muscles as though you were blocking the flow of urine. From the outside, this move might not appear very difficult, but on the inside, it gives something special and potent. It forces the deeper stabilizers, the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominis, and the lower abs, to contract in perfect unison while lengthening and stretching the muscles at the front of your abdomen, such as the hip flexors, which can get tight from sitting. This exercise's remarkable effectiveness can be attributed to its balance of contraction and stretching. In addition to increasing physical strength, it also improves muscular coordination, flexibility, and endurance, all of which are critical for maintaining erections and having the best possible sexual experience. A considerable improvement in posture throughout the day, a notable decrease in chronic lower back stress, and, above all, a stronger, more aware connection to their pelvic floor during intimacy are all reported by many men who incorporate the prone stretch into their daily practice. When the time comes, the neurological signals between your brain, muscles, and erection will be stronger, faster, and clearer, thanks to this improved connection. It's similar to upgrading your nervous system from dial-up to broadband. At first, hold this stretch for 20-30 seconds at a time, paying attention to deliberate, slow muscle activation and steady, diaphragmatic breathing. Refrain from holding your breath. Muscle function depends on oxygen flow. Repeat 3 to 4 times, taking 10 to 15 seconds off in between each hold. Increase the hold time progressively to 45 seconds or perhaps a full minute as you advance over weeks of regular practice. Your pelvic area will feel both stronger and looser at the same time, which is precisely what you need for long-lasting firmness, improved blood flow, and enhanced control. The kneeling A-B draw-in is the third exercise. Start by putting yourself on all fours in what is known as the tabletop position in yoga. Place your knees exactly beneath your hips and your hands directly beneath your shoulders, with your fingers spread wide for stability. Your spine should be naturally straight and not arched like a startled cat or drooping like a hammock. By itself, this position helps to balance your entire body, relieves unneeded strain on your lower back, and gets your core ready for action. Exhale slowly and deliberately through your mouth now. To flatten your tummy without holding your breath or tensing your shoulders, slowly draw your belly button in toward your spine. Constrict your pelvic floor muscles simultaneously. Take a moment to image elevating your testicles or gently pulling the muscles inside your pelvis forward, or imagine that you are attempting to stop the flow of urine midstream. Maintain a neutral neck, relax shoulders, and controlled, easy breathing as you hold this synchronized contraction for 3 to 5 seconds, then release controllably and slowly. From the outside, this movement might seem insignificant, yet what's going on inside your body is profound. In addition to training the pelvic floor to perform in unison, you're using the deep core muscles, especially the transverse abdominis, which encircle your stomach like a weight belt or natural corset. These muscles work together to increase the neurological link between your brain and sexual function, stabilize your spine, and enhance pelvic circulation. This practice is especially beneficial and unique because it connects precise muscular control with conscious breathing. You may improve your endurance and coordination, which will let you stay in the bedroom longer and exercise more conscious control by learning to contract on the exhale and relax on the inhale. Regular practitioners of this exercise frequently report feeling a new level of awareness of their pelvic muscles that they were unaware of. They can more readily notice and actively regulate those contractions instead of feeling disengaged or uncontrollable, which allows them to remain stiff for longer periods of time and postpone climax when they want to. This ability improves their enjoyment and their partner's contentment. Begin with 10 to 15 repetitions, always moving slowly, methodically, and completely focused. Here, quality is considerably more important than quantity. As your endurance increases, gradually extend the hold to 5, 7, or even 10 seconds. Then, To activate different muscle fibers, you can also experiment with modifications, like gradually moving your weight forward or backward. The bridge abduction is the fourth exercise. Place your feet hip-width apart, firmly planted on the floor about a foot away from your buttocks, and lie flat on your back on a comfortable surface with your knees bent at about a 90-degree angle. For stability and support, place your arms at your sides, palms down. Find your neutral spine position for a second. Now create a completely straight line from your shoulders through your hips and knees by firmly pressing your heels into the floor, using your glutes and raising your hips toward the ceiling. Your bridge position is this. Keep it steady. Push your knees outward softly, as though you were stretching a resistance band or spreading the floor apart with your legs, while keeping the bridge in a good position. Then, control your return to the beginning position. Instead of being jerky or hurried, the movement should be thoughtful and fluid. This technique is extremely effective since it works several important muscle groups in a coordinated manner at the same time. Along with effectively engaging the glutes, the biggest and most metabolically active muscles in your body, you're also strengthening the pelvic floor muscles, which aid in keeping blood inside the penis during an erection. Additionally, you're focusing on the hip abductors and stabilizers, which are sometimes disregarded yet are crucial for pelvic stability, balance, and good circulation. It is frequently quite difficult to get blood to the pelvic area when these muscles are weak or not used. However, when they are robust and responsive, they function similarly to auxiliary pumps, assisting in the delivery of new oxygenated blood to the areas that require it most for powerful erections. Additionally, the bridge abduction successfully retrains your body to maintain stiffness under movement and pressure. You can mimic the type of muscle control and endurance required during intimate interactions by maintaining an elevated hip position while actively moving the knees in and out. Improved performance is directly correlated with this functional strength. Hold each outward push for 2 to 3 seconds before coming back to the center for 8 to 10 repetitions. To keep your back from arching, concentrate on maintaining an active core throughout. Increase the repetitions to 15 to 20 as your strength improves over the course of many weeks of practice. For added challenge and muscle activation, wrap a resistance band around your thighs slightly above the knees. Men who regularly perform this exercise report not just notably firmer erections, but also increased hip mobility and pelvic stability, which reduces lower back strain, weariness, and gives them more control during longer sexual sessions. It is undoubtedly one of the best exercises for creating a solid, long-lasting base that enhances both sexual performance and general body confidence. Lastly, the rocking frog stretch is the most underutilized yet extremely effective motion. Start by lowering yourself to your hands and knees and placing yourself on all fours on a yoga mat or other cushioned surface for comfort. After that, softly and slowly spread your knees apart. Keep your feet turned outward so that your hips can sink deeper toward the floor and your inner thighs are completely open. Spread your feet as wide as feels comfortable without putting undue strain on them. A broad V should be formed by your knees. Maintaining a neutral spine and a calm head, slowly drop yourself onto your forearms. Your inner thighs, groin, and hips may already feel like they are being stretched intensely in this position, and that is precisely what you want. Breathe and get used to the stretch for a moment. Once you're solid and at ease, begin swaying your hips back and forth in a rhythmic, gradual motion that feels almost like a soft wave passing through your pelvis. In the realm of men's pelvic workouts, this maneuver is quite unique. In addition to opening up and releasing the deep pelvic floor muscles, which frequently become chronically stiff with age, prolonged sitting, stress, or lack of flexibility training, it also deeply stretches the adductors, or inner thigh muscles. Strong erections are much more difficult to achieve and sustain when those tissues are constricted and tight, causing a tourniquet effect that limits blood flow and causes excessive stress in the pelvic region. You may make it easier for blood to enter the erectile tissue, and more importantly, remain there when you need it by slowly opening and relaxing these muscles while also dynamically using your pelvic floor. The rocking action is especially crucial and must not be omitted. In addition to offering a static stretch, it facilitates fluid movement across the pelvis, which significantly enhances circulation, encourages lymphatic drainage, and teaches muscles to contract and relax in unison. Sexual function definitely depends on the balance between strength and relaxation. While insufficient strength prevents blood from being locked in for firm erections, excessive chronic pelvic floor tension can limit blood flow and result in premature ejaculation. You can locate and preserve that sweet spot of balanced muscle tone with the help of this workout. First, stay in this position for 30 to 40 seconds, breathing deeply into your abdomen and moving softly in time with your breath. Instead of straining the stretch, concentrate on letting it happen naturally. With 20 to 30-second pauses in between sets, repeat the stretch 3 times. Don't push through pain or force the position if it feels difficult at first. You can adjust by putting a pillow beneath your chest for support or by reducing the width of your knees. Your flexibility will significantly increase with regular practice, and the stretch will become more comfortable and enjoyable. Many men experience a noticeable change in hardness, sensitivity, staying power, and even the intensity of their orgasms over the course of a few weeks. Some people claim that this one exercise activates or unlocks the pelvic region, giving them a more powerful and responsive erection than they have experienced in years or even decades. Consider the rocking frog stretch to be a yin and yang workout that simultaneously strengthens and releases. In the end, it supports both optimal performance and long-lasting comfort by restoring healthy circulation and teaching your body how to move freely and smoothly. It also helps you gain control while releasing chronic stress. It becomes the final step, the one exercise that can transform your results from mediocre to truly exceptional when combined with the other 4 in this plan. The top 5 Kegel exercises for regaining stronger, more consistent erections after 50 are listed above. These aren't shortcuts, band-aid solutions, or gimmicks that promise too much and give too little. Penile sensitivity is raised, your body is methodically retrained to hold blood flow, and you gain more conscious control over your sexual reaction with these useful, scientifically validated exercises. Patience and consistency are essential for success. After 2 to 3 months of consistent practice, you can see more pronounced benefits. It just takes 5 to 10 minutes a day, which is less time than you spend cleaning your teeth. Additionally, keep in mind that these exercises not only aid in erections, but also greatly enhance bladder control, lessen midnight urine, ease pelvic pain and tension, and promote general body and masculine confidence. To create a habit, do these exercises every day, preferably at the same time, for optimal effects. Doing them shortly before bed or first thing in the morning works well for many men. Keep a journal to document your development, noting gains in control, firmness, and general sexual satisfaction. You might be legitimately shocked at how much stronger, firmer, and younger you feel if you stick with it and attempt these exercises every day without fail. I'm Dr. Sophia Carter, and I hope you have good health, energy, and self-assurance throughout your life. Regaining your sexual health and strengthening these important muscles is something you can do at any time. Remember to subscribe for more evidence-based men's health advice. And if you thought this was useful, tell a friend who might find it useful.